makers. Try our high-quality bromate-free, all-purpose and whole wheat flour. Low price and conveniently packaged in 2 pounds, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Shiklisho Limited at 665-3336 or 4808-715 or visit us at Warrenville, Canupia. Shiklisho Limited. Quality you can trust.
Mitsu Air Limited, authorized Mitsubishi air conditioning dealer. No need to replace your air conditioning units ever so often. Split units, cassette, ductable, CTVIF systems and much more. Mitsubishi Electric has long been powering industries and providing solutions for healthy living. Mitsu Air Limited boasts the industry's first 10-year warranty on all parts and labor. Inverter units are also available. Don't hear it, just feel it. Mitsu Air Limited, 246 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Give us a call at 674-4000 or 675-4000 or email us at mitsu.limited@gmail.com.
At Extra Foods, we care for you. That's why we always have the widest variety, the best prices, spacious aisles of total convenience, plus clean, safe surroundings. Let us care for you. Extra Foods, always extra for less.
For the everyday lowest prices on all grocery items, trust Low Cost Supermarket for the widest variety of quality products at low prices. Freshly picked fruits and vegetables, healthy products for your well-being, high quality meat cuts, and a warm and friendly service. Low Cost Supermarket, Southern Main Road, Canupia.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening and welcome to Breaking Barriers here on IBN Channel 8. And of course, I'm Inshan Ishmael, your host every single Wednesday night, God willing. And of course, it's as usual, a pleasure to be in your company. Okay, somebody saying Israel madness in Maracas right now. Absolute madness going on. They said I am talking to you right now, and someone sent me a video. And let me tell you something, Let me get my first sponsor now, because I'm going on a rant here now. I'm going on a rant. Yeah? Where?
Tonight in Marcus.
Where all that noise coming from, coming into Bamboo? It have something by Cipriani or something? No, because when I stepped outside, I heard, the bass. And anybody who watching in Bamboo right now, you could tell me we're having a fete tonight. Anyway, let me just welcome Tile Expression. And of course, guys, you can see it have some slides relating to the carnival and all that. You can see a little thing I draw with 2 circles and a T, all that drama. Just put that together for me, because let me go on a rant. Because quite frankly, I think, and I had sent you a photo of a man lie down on the ground. I don't know where to start, but let me start with Tile Expression, right? Because Tile Expression, at least you could have some pride when people walk into your house and you could say, yes, I bought the best and I bought high quality and I went by Tile Expression and that is where I shop. Now, to say that over the last few days, we had animalistic behavior in Trinidad and Tobago, it would be a sad disrespect to animals. Because for me, and I don't proclaim to be perfect. I never will. But one of the things that I have always said is that we as parents must be examples for our children. We as parents must set the tone. We as parents must walk the line so that our children may walk that line as well. In many cases they don't, but at least you tread the path for them to walk. When I took a look at some of the videos that people were sending me, I became speechless. I saw a man dressed up like a woman, standing up and urinating at the side of the road. And that was the norm. I saw some photos, and guys, you could run the photos that I sent you, the few Carnival photos, right? Let me know when you're ready. And what happened is that with some of those things, with some of the images that I saw, I was blown away. I saw, yeah, bring it, go ahead. This fella here, you see this fella here? This poor man had to be told, hey, like you see that fella talking to him there? Boy, that woman that you wind up on is actually a man. And it turned out to be a man. Not the fella in the blue cap is the one I'm talking to. And fellas had to come and tell the gentleman. And it is all over Facebook and TikTok. Right? And at the end of the day, the man didn't know, because at the end of the day, you see a bumper. And you just jump on the bumper. And the man didn't even know that the bumper was a Bedford. He thought it was a Hilux. You understand? And he decided, well, here what happened. Full throttle. And this is where we are at in Trinidad and Tobago now, where a grown, stinking, hardback man could dress up like a woman, go into Port of Spain, wind down the place, pretend to be a woman, and fool men. And there is nothing in law that could stop that, because Carnival allows everything to flow. Carnival allows humans to behave like animals. Carnival allows animals to behave worse than animals. But let us take a look at the next bit here again. Go ahead, guys. This gentleman here. I cannot show you the video. I could only show you the picture. All you notice the area that is wet around him. This gentleman was actually lying down, urinating, with the urine going about 2 feet in the air and coming down all on his chest, his face, his whole body, all over. And there was urine on the side of him as well. So here is a man lying down. Put it back. I want people to see. Put it back. This man was lying down on the ground. And you know, as he is breathing, and he's unconscious, but he wants to urinate, and he so does not have the energy to get up. He have to empty the bladder. This man, all you see is a stream going up in the air 2 feet, come back down on top of him. The next stream going back up again, land by his face. The next stream land by the side. And this is a video that is on TikTok. And what is TikTok? TikTok is the greatest, come back to me guys, is the greatest evil ever designed. Not only for Trinidad and Tobago, but for all the parts of the world where TikTok have put out. You know, they have TikTok have this coding that they do, that you living in a particular part of the world, we will allow certain things for you. And what TikTok allows to Trinidad, the Western Hemisphere, North America, is anything goes. Anything goes. In China, where TikTok is from, they limit it. You could only see nation-building stuff on TikTok. You cannot see the videos that we see here. You cannot see it on TikTok in China. Imagine that. And TikTok is manufactured and made in China by a set of communists, by a set of crooks and con men and good for nothing. And I say that without apology, because I speak and I remember the Uyghurs. And anytime you could take innocent people and lock them up, just to brainwash them, I have no respect for you. And China is a country I have no respect for. So coming back to this whole carnival thing now, I was shocked. And guys, there's a slide with this woman who is a chutney singer, Ramraji Prabhu, right? Ramraji upset over Caitlin's chutney soca monarch victory. Now, this is not something I want to discuss because I've always said that if you analyze a chutney song, is somebody getting horn? More people getting horn? You're sucking rum bottle? Or something going wrong? Somebody run away with somebody's wife. And that is 90% of the chutney songs outside there. And I'm sure there are people who will agree with me. My biggest problem, forget who win and who lost. And this is my opinion. I do not think that an 8-year-old, a 9-year-old, or a 10-year-old, or a child for that matter, under 16 or 17, should participate in anything related to carnival and chutney. And I say that not as a Muslim, I say that as a parent, because you telling me that no children under 18 could enter a bar. They can't enter a bar, right, by law. But they could enter chutney soca monarch, where man sucking rum bottle left, right, and center, where the behavior is uncouth, where you have man on man, woman on woman. And by the way, that is the norm now because it's making front page of papers all over. Right? That is the norm. That is the agenda that they're trying to push. But what happens is that for me, as a parent, there are things that children should get involved with. Like you see how they have the kiddies carnival. All you want to send all the children there, send them there. But the children should not get involved in big people thing because at the end of the day, the example we set could have some serious repercussions for us tomorrow. Because when you bring up children in this environment and they grow up in this environment, what kind of children are we really creating, boy? And we can't say, but Marshall do it. Why didn't talk then? When Marshall was on a stage at the age of 8 and 9 years, you didn't have all this dotishness that taking place now. During that time, when a man sing a calypso had meaning, it made sense. Not raise a hand and song done. 90, if you don't have a flag to wave, you can't do nothing in effect. Because that is all you have to do. Wave a flag or wave your behind. Let's go to the other side, guys. Little right. This carnival was the worst in history. And what I see in there is not the Tesla sign. This was the design of all the bikinis that was in Port of Spain. This was it. Right? And I hear in the studio them laughing inside there. Justin, you didn't know that was what I was talking about. Eh? This was the design for the carnival costume for women. 2 dot and a T. And this is what we are proud of. I see women, mothers, boy. I see mothers on the streets with all their backsides outside. And I tell myself, all you're going and go to church today for what? For what? So, the devil let loose Monday and Tuesday. And then Wednesday, God go forgive you. But suppose you're dead Tuesday evening, what happened? That is anyway, that is people faith. If people believe that, I'm happy for you. But for me, I say this as a practicing Muslim, that I am ashamed that our country has gone down to where it is right now, where there's absolutely no morality, and our religious leaders are sleeping. All you hear anything from any religious leaders about anything, boy? Not one, eh? You see, and it's not me. It's not me. And I keep telling my imams, all you don't lock up all yourself in the mosque and talk now. All you just want to talk about LGBTQ thing in the mosque. Talk on the outside. Don't be afraid. Speak out. And that is what I do because for me, it concerns me We are destroying the very fabric of our society with this type of dotish behavior that we have outside it. And I will repeat, people are free to do what they want, but there must be limits. I come outside my house and I hear bass vibrating. On a Wednesday, when most people are supposed to be working or going to work, people still studying the fete. 2 weeks before Carnival, the country shut down its fete after fete after fete. And Carnival done, and still people have that in their bloody head. But something has to be done. Something must be done. You see this nonsense about people putting speaker box outside the house and shaking up the whole place and don't give a damn about the sick, about the elderly, about children studying. Them days have to finish. You want to play music? Buy headphones and put it on your head, and here we're going to play it as loud as you want. Bust your drum, I don't care. Because here what's happening. You living in a neighborhood where you are supposed to enjoyment of property, right, is enshrined in the Constitution. And if I live in somewhere, partner, here what's happening now. I do not have to listen to your rubbish, especially with some of them Indian songs and calypso always be playing. I don't have to listen to that. I should not be bombarded with that. And on Facebook, there's a group dedicated to dealing with noise issues and all that. And I hear what happening. Trinidadians setting the precedent for Venezuelans now because endless Venezuelans doing the same thing. You know where it is to listen to a song and you could understand half the song, and on the other side, you're listening to a song and you can't understand nothing. I prefer to listen to the song I could understand half, even though it's rubbish you're talking. So something has to be done. There are laws in Trinidad and Tobago which must be followed. There are laws in Trinidad and Tobago which must be upheld. We are not living in a lawless society where people could do what they want, when they want, how they want, whenever the hell it is. And worse yet, don't talk about some of these high-rise buildings and they have these HGC apartments. I know a friend who living in one of them, and boy, they happening. Man called me and he said, listen to this now, man. Call me on WhatsApp video. And I listen to this thing. I say, well, the neighbor having something? Or he say, not the neighbor. He say, across in the next building, which is about 100, 200 feet, and the people speaker box all on the railing, and the whole area getting shaken down. This is where we are at in this country. And the Cipriani Labour College now, imagine that. A place of learning, a place of education, apparently is a place of idiots. Because I don't understand, for the life of me, they are claiming that, they want to get funds, and that way they make money from hosting fetes and etc. But here what happening, Ajed? All you could do better than that. Because it have a mosque right next door. And they had a fete there the other night, and the mosque have their session, and it had big fete across there. So, they don't care about nothing. And this is where we reach. One like me, I always say, here what happening, and I haven't done it as yet. But if I am living in an area, and every weekend some neighbor making noise with music, I will buy 4 mic. You see them long time mic with the long horn? And with the big magnet behind. And here what happening? I'm pointing that in the direction of your house. I'm closing my door. And I'm playing static all day. All day. And here what happening? Because that is focused. When that hit your air bell, partner, here nothing irritates more than that. Or you know what? You see the team from where they spit again, where they killing a set of people. You have a day you could kill a set of people. The Purge. You see the song from the Purge? I'm playing that right through in your tail until you get diarrhea. This is what we have to do. Imagine you have to find ways now to deal with dotishness. And I continue to say, if you want your children to grow up to suck salt and to be drunks and donkeys, that is you. Not everybody want their children to be stupid. Not everybody want their children to be an idiot. Not everybody want their children to be a louse. Not everybody want their children to be a gunman. Not everybody want their children to be a failure. And many of the parents don't understand that these days. But by your behavior, what you're essentially doing is that you are creating failures. I have always told my children, right? The day all slip or slide, right? Know what all doing on the outside there, because here my is a dread father, you know. I real dread. I might hit your back and floor you and send you to the moon or something, you know, because you see me, I don't want no child embarrassing me. I've always said, do what you're doing within limits. No child is perfect, but do what you're doing within limits. And many parents fail to understand that now. Many parents fail to understand. And for me, one of the things I look at in my community, I always tell my children, I use them as an example. Here what happening, even if you want to do dotishness, you want to go to a fete, think about one thing. Think about your mother and your father. Your mother does wear the hijab. Your father own IBN. You still want to go to the fete? Well, if you still want to go, that means that you do not give a damn about your mother and father. It means that you do not care about your parents. It means that here what happening, how they feel means nothing to you. You could go and fete, your mother wearing on hijab, your father wearing on long gown. If you could go and do that, well then here what happening, something wrong with you, because you do not care about your mother and father. You simply don't care, and their feelings. Make sense? Good. Let me just welcome Dynasty Custom Studio, Design Studios, and of course Dynasty, they do channel and LED signs, full color printing, banners and stickers. 270-9890. Give them a buzz. Well, I think it's time for me to take a break now. Right? You're watching Breaking Barriers right here on IBN Channel 8. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue. We'll be back right after this.
No more games. You always break the table when you lose. Promise? 4110 Jigsaw. Watch it. Don't you dare. Ronix.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors and roti makers. Try our high-quality bromate-free, all-purpose and whole wheat flour. Low price and conveniently packaged in 2 pounds, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Shiklisho Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit us at Warrenville, Canupia. Shiklisho Limited, quality you can trust.
At Extra Foods, we care for you. That's why we always have the widest varieties, the best prices, spacious aisles of total convenience, plus clean, safe surroundings. Let us care for you. Extra Foods, always extra for less.
Mitsu Air Limited, authorized Mitsubishi air conditioning dealer. No need to replace your air conditioning units ever so often. Split units, cassette, ductable, CTVIF systems and much more. Mitsubishi Electric has long been powering industries and providing solutions for healthy living. Mitsu Air Limited boasts the industry's first 10-year warranty on all parts and labor. Inverter units are also available. Don't hear it, just feel it. Mitsu Air Limited, 246 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Give us a call at 674-4000 or 675-4000 or email us at mitsu.limited@gmail.com.
And welcome back, my friends. Of course, you're watching Breaking Barriers right here on IBN Channel 8. And it's indeed a pleasure being in your company. Now, one of the things is that, you know, every year outside of COVID, we would have a camp. And this year we decided we would hold off. And we would plan, you know, something pretty sizable next year. And many people contacted me and said they were disappointed that we didn't have the camp. In fact, on the Sunday morning, we normally start. Immediately after I got up from prayer, which is around 5 a.m., a man called me and told me, he and his family coming up around 10, 11, what time the camp opening? I said, well, we don't have a camp this year. And you could hear the disappointment in his voice. So we would again have a camp, and next year what we plan to do too as well is the same thing. All you want to go and fete, we can't stop that. All you want to drop all the children, drop them. We got to take care of them. One is hopefully they might grow up not to be like the mother and father. Hopefully. That is our prayer. Right? Because quite frankly, like I said, look, somebody just sent me a video with a couple, them probably in their 60s, and the woman in the ground and the man, if you saw the man behaving, boy. And I tell myself, I say, no, where have we reached? And this has nothing to do with ethnicity, because believe me, every time I put on the TV, I thought it was the Parliament channel, because it was only bottom I was seeing. You understand? I seriously thought it was Parliament channel. Because there's nothing to cover anymore. There's nothing covering. People walking. There was a man walking with a T-string all over the road with a long, long, long beard. I said, but where the hell is this boy? You know, this is where we reach. This is where we reach. Where this. And if you ask people to take that same thing and go in the supermarket and shop, they'll never do it. People go see, man. So who the hell seen you all over the place? Anyway, let's move on, guys. So many things to discuss tonight. Watch. Watch my boy. King Indian. Zoom in, you probably make him out. Yeah, make him out. Zoom in, man. Zoom in, guys. My guys are zooming in tonight, man. That is the man they call Heinz. Imagine that. And I want to compliment the Commissioner of Police, because the Commissioner of Police was walking around in work uniform and doing what she needed to. This one studying to play Wild Apache Mass. Imagine that. Nearly 100 murders in 2 months. But he had time to go and play Carnival. This is what I tell you, you know. This is what I tell you, the kind of people not we now, I had nothing to do with he assuming that position. Let's go again, guys. I would like to congratulate whoever is responsible for fixing the road in Bamboo number 3 by the lights. But Moody, this is just a few feet away, and look how they leave here. Watch. Watch how they, a few feet away, you know, and they left this. And they only fix the area that I complaining about. I think, right, look at here. They fix the area that I have been complaining about, and they leave a set of areas further down the road. And that, I've got to find out how much that cost. It cost about 20 million. Could never tell. Let's go again, guys. You know, Bobby's Motor Supplies again. As usual. And police, you know, the police and them, really and truly, in St. Joseph, they're going to sleep. They're in a proverbial coma now. Because normally, and what we're going to do is that this week we are reviving the village council in Bamboo number 2, and we're not going to tolerate that type of dotations again. You see that? It have to come to an end. I live in Bamboo now, and you see that kind of dotations for donkey years. Businessmen care about a few of them care about people in Bamboo. Here what's happening. Time to change that now. Enough is enough. Let's go again, guys. Watch. What's got to have? 1 and 2. Right? Zoom into that number plate a little more, guys. Right. PDR 5609. Got him. Do we have that truck number by chance on the right side? I might be able to pull in on the original photo. Nah, that kind of hard. That look like 4447 or something like that. TDG 4447. What do you say, Justin? All right? I might be wrong. Can never tell. Hey, you see that, boy? Right, good. Let's go again, guys. Now, I want to ask you a question, Moody. This is a sign that they put by Bamboo here, where everybody is getting accident. I want to ask 3 earlier as drivers. How long are you driving now, Moody?
40 years.
40 years. Caliph? 50 years. And Jawad? 16 years. That sign. What is wrong with that sign? Where's that? No. That, come, Jawad say that it pointing downwards. What is wrong with this sign?
It's too small for civilian.
It's too small. You see, 3 earlier? 3 earlier buy all the driver's permit. 3 earlier. I guarantee all you buy all the driver's permit. I cannot believe. Here what happening? Basically, that sign is used to indicate 2 lanes, correct? Yeah. What it does is indicate when it normally goes, you normally see that sign when you go from one lane into two, so that it tells you there are 2 lanes now. Correct? It makes sense? That is not the sign that is supposed to be there. Guys, could I see the sign that is supposed to be there? That is the sign that is supposed to be there. Because this would indicate that the right lane going straight and the left lane is to turn. Is that correct?
Yeah.
It making sense now? As soon as I saw the sign that the donkey and them put up, I tell myself, these people can't be that stupid, because essentially they are telling motorists that are coming down the road that that lane on the left is a lane to proceed straight and go ahead and run into the barrier there. All you feel is joke, stupid people we have in Trinidad. Now I have to go and take a marker and I have to go and, Moody, organize the paint. We're going to do it tomorrow. How we going to change that, boy?
No, you paint over.
No, I will stick back over blue reflective, and I will cut back arrow, digital arrow. I'll cut it back and get it done. Now we could call my partner from Dynasty and they can handle that for you. All right, let's go again, guys. When this thing was billing, Trinidad, not when it was building, when it was billing. When this thing was billing, I had made a statement that Trinidadians will be on top getting a nice view. Almost every single week, Trinidadians are caught up in traffic and they have a view by the Grand Bazaar overpass. Because I said it, they did nothing up the road. 3 lanes converge to 2 by Shogunas. And anytime you have that, you have traffic. But you see, the government is not going to act swiftly on that, because you see the ethnic composition, and I say this without apology, of the people after the Carnival Bridge does not concern the government of Trinidad and Tobago. Carnival, $147 million. That same money could have solved all the traffic problems up to Freeport, but that is not priority, because you see the people in the jam, they don't really have a problem. They're happy to be stuck in 2 hours of traffic. Let's go again, guys. Right. Let me just welcome our good friends at True Value Home Mart. And don't forget, SPC flooring available in large quantities now. All colors, no matter what design you want. Check them out. And by the way, you have plenty of people bringing down SPC flooring, and the quality is not all that, It's expiring while you put it on. So give them a call. Check them out, 638-3722. And of course, they're on El Socorro Main Road. Yeah, let's go with that, guys. Pause. You driving in the night. Your lights ain't working. But it is okay to put on your hazard light. You know which law about that too as well, right? This truck is not even supposed to be on the road. All right, so the driver of TCY 7688, you could do better than that. Let's go again, guys. All right, we're moving on, moving with speed. Oh, yeah. No, pull the picture showing who was doing the repairs now. I showed this last week, that the ministry, let me count how much of them there. Come, zoom into that picture. Let me count. I want to count how much of them. Right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have about 9 of them there. We have 9 men. 9 men. And then, it have anybody watch. I show it have 2 people in the truck sleeping. And this, pull back that. This was done by the Ministry of Works crew, Right? Good. I want to show all you the result of the work that they did on that road. Let's run. This is it here. Zoom in. Watch that. 9 men. And by the way, when you're driving over that now, like the Boca Sit shift. And this is what, if the ministry, come back to me, if the Ministry of Works, which is the organization is that is supposed to set the standards, they are supposed to set the bar. In other words, the work that they do is supposed to be of the highest quality, because private contractors are supposed to look up to them and say, our work is supposed to be like the Ministry of Works. No wonder contractors do what they're doing right now, because they're saying that their work have to be like the Ministry of Works, and you see what's going on. All you realize what's happening is madness. is madness. Let's go again, guys. Gasparilla on the main road. Gasparilla on the main road. How long this so now? A year? A year. But again, this is not a problem for government because you see, the majority of people who live in the area do not support the PNM. And of course, they are ethnically challenged. So therefore, this is an area that the PNM not going to fix. Because the PNM is not going to get any votes from here. They're not going to win the seat for here. So the people in Gasparilla could fall in that hole and dead. They don't care. They don't care. Watch at that size of hole. This is on a main road and not one person from the ministry paying attention to this. Come back to me. And what is also interesting, my partner Poye, tell me, he say, boy, he walk on the riverbank. I wouldn't say what he say. But he walk on the riverbank and he check a few things. We have an engineer from the Ministry of Works living in Bamboo. Man go on and build a warehouse on the riverbank. Cut a piece of the riverbank. Put a drain on the riverbank. And the engineer who living in Bamboo sucking his thumb and doing nothing. Man build a house over the river. The whole riverbank about to cave in is just a few feet away from the wall. We have an engineer living in Bamboo who works at the Ministry of Works, who's a senior man and was moving with Rohan Silnan, and nothing is being done. Let's go again. Yeah, run that video for me, please. Yeah, run that video. River that goes down to the Waima River there, off the UBH. This is off Carnival heading into Chagonas. Now, this is not about the contractor, this is about the Ministry of Works. Now, if you look on the side here, you will see that some slush was dragged off the side and on the riverbank now. But what is more interesting is that the river itself is very shallow. And this river, if you look at it, cannot take much water until it overflows. So the question is, why is the Ministry of Works not dredging these rivers properly or getting contractors to dredge these rivers properly? Because what I'm seeing here makes absolutely no sense in that the sides of the riverbank is being cleaned, but no set of big dredging is taking place. And if you look carefully, you could see that maybe in a few days of sunshine again, this area will be completely dry. And this area here is just about maybe about 4 feet. Just about 4 feet below road level. WASA, that make sense? I am no engineer. I've been called all kind of names. I've been called dotish, illiterate, imchan, imchel, all kind of things I've been called, right? But one of the things that I had, and I'm proud of this, I may not have the book sense like my eldest brother. He had plenty book sense. He was one of my brothers that went to university. But I do have a huge amount of common sense. And I know years and years and years of river flowing, you will get the wash down from the banks going in the river course and building up. So if you had a river that was 10 feet deep 10 years ago, if you check back that same river, it depends on the location of the river, it depends on the banking system, it depends on the debris movement, it depends on the flow of the river. That river may have gone down to 5 feet or 6 feet now because of that. What sense does it make that we paying contractors big money? And Rohani, how are we paying big contractors? Big money. And the contractors, by the way, this may not be the contractors' fault, by the way. This could be the ministry where the ministry tell them to just clean up. Now, in another country, when they dredge, they would have to weigh, or when they full trucks to tote stuff away or to move stuff, they know how much tonnage. So in other words, we cleaned the Waima River and 55,000 tons of debris was removed, or it was banked. It did not go down to a contractor private home. You understand? So when you have this sort of nonsense taking place, where the ministry now, through its engineers, and I've often said and will continue to say, that there are engineers in the ministry, there are some engineers in the ministry, and there are engineers in Pure, and there are also some big Sawatis in Pure, sucking money from contractors like that and living it up. And about 3 weeks ago, we sent something about one man, right, who we get some documents from, and we sent it across to the Integrity Commission, because what happened is that we heard that he has a very close relationship with a particular minister, right? What means that I heard that he is the one who does do drop-offs for a certain minister, right? And you know, Pure have their arms in different ministries all over, so it does not pertain to one ministry only. It's different ministries, and it's not the Ministry of Works, it's another ministry, but we will leave that right here. Right, so let's go again, guys. Man went license office, and they tell him that he can't go with a short pants. The man take 2 envelope, bust it open, and when he went back now, they tell him that he can't have open toe slippers. The man went back and put 2 envelope in his foot and come back, you know. You feel it easy? No, this is to tell you how dotish the law is. All you can't wear short pants, but all you could pay bribe for driver's permit, all you could pay bribe for driving tests, all you could pay bribe for certificates, all you could pay bribe for change of registration, all you could pay bribe if all you falsify a vehicle 20 years ago, they will update the records for you and you pay bribe for that. You pay bribe for special numbers as well. So here what happening now. This is how backward our country is, where a man with a 3/4 pants can't go into license office, but that same man could put on a jockey shorts and whine in front of everybody, including the transport commissioner for Carnival. Hey, we had a video with the transport commissioner. Let me show what you could do. You can't do that, but we could show you what you could do. If I have that video by chance, by the way, you could always locate it for me. Let's go. Let me just welcome Automax Protectant. People pay big money because certain products have name. If you look at the core ingredients in some of these products, you will realize that we have products here locally that surpass, right, the standards of some of those products. Check out Automax Protectant to make sure your dashboard, all your plastic, in fact, anything that you have in home that need a little sprucing up and to repel dust, give them a check. Let's go again, guys. Yeah. Let me show you what is permitted in license. This is permitted. Watch it here. Right, I did transport commissioner with the Rasta outfit there during COVID. That is permitted. But the man with the 3/4 pants, that is not permitted. Hey, Clyde? That is what we're talking about. Let's go again, guys. Watch. Licensing office. And people vex because of this. I would like to compliment licensing office for stopping vehicles, and I don't know what is the reason here, but I think we have a company name on the glass in front. Zoom in. V&V, right? So, V&V. So I could call my partner in license office and find out what was the issue here, and we could take it from there, because normally if you're transporting music and engagement, you need to have permit and all that drama. So I'll make a call and find out. Let's go again, guys. There was a slight drop in the number of new infections of COVID-19 over the past week, according to the latest advisory from the Ministry of Health. Some 226 new cases were reported between February 15 and 21 as opposed to 312. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell all you that these nasty macaram and I'm going to come and lie and tell you that the numbers gone down? Trinidad is the only country where there's work in reverse and people believe in it. People believe in it. The same people who was jamming on our vagrant was the same one went on mask before COVID. They go on and they have their fun carnival now. They go back in the office. They have on masks again. And them is the same people who will vote PNM. So this is where we are at now, where they come back to lie and they will tell us, you know what, numbers going down because it's the government that funded Carnival. But watch what is going to happen in 2-3 weeks. In fact, I will call my sources tomorrow to get the actual figures to hear what is going on. Because when you have the ministry, the entity that is supposed to provide you with accurate information, lying. Well, what do you expect? They are part of the government. We expect nothing different. Let's go again, guys. Oh, yeah. I got the COVID-19 vaccine because I want to resume my life. Boy, Nival boy, what I got tell earlier, boy? What I got tell earlier? I got shame to put anybody face on a billboard with that, yes? With what? With COVID. This thing is a joke. People taking this thing for a joke. And that is what it is right now because we have government lying to you because the same people who telling you last time, look, Rowley is saying that he did not go and fet because he got COVID 3 times and he wanted to play it safe. Prime Minister Dr. Creed Rowley opted to not play mass this year out of an abundance of caution, having contracted the COVID-19 virus 3 times. And I said, I am not going to put his picture right side up anytime I'm showing his face on this program, simply because this is how he has the country upside down. Right? Thank you very much, guys. I like that. Well done. Right, so let's go again. Let's move along. American Airlines apologizes to PM Rowley over VIP snub. Now all we are waiting on, remember he went Guyana and they treat him like a vagabond. You understand? They treat him like a vagabond, which is, I have no whether you like Rowley or not, at the end of the day, there's supposed to be protocols in place where the people who are big Sawatis, you're supposed to give them big Sawati treatment. But, I mean, they apologize to the Prime Minister. All I'm waiting for now is the Prime Minister to apologize for this, to this whole country for leading us down this rabbit hole we are presently going. And by the way, he's having a press conference tomorrow, probably to tell us that the mask mandate is starting back again. Right? Yeah, look at there, watch. Prime Minister press conference, 2:30 p.m. tomorrow. I was planning to listen to that, but what happened is that I went to ABC and I got this nice toilet and the plumber come in, 2:30 to install it. Right? So I can't definitely watch that. Right? But watching that press conference will be similar to what we will be doing. You understand? So it's on par with the same thing. Let's go again, guys. 97 murders for 2023 so far. 7 killed on Carnival Saturday. This is where we're at. And by tomorrow morning, we would have hit, by tomorrow, because you're guaranteed, with all the fetting taking place tonight, you're almost guaranteed 2-3 people going on dead. That is normal. That is nothing new. And here what happening? And we have, what the U.S. Embassy saying, guys? I think we have a little advisory. The U.S. Embassy on their page is saying right now, it is best all you do come to Trinidad. They put us at level 3. Imagine that the U.S. Embassy put us at level 3 right now because, and that is orange state. That is where we are at in Trinidad and Tobago right now. Imagine the U.S. Embassy is telling their own citizens, don't come here because crime, drugs, all kind of thing taking place. Nothing new. Let's go again, guys. All you ever hear that all the CPL games take place in Trinidad and Tobago benefit from it? That we made millions of dollars? Guyana made about 89 million from the CPL games. The country benefited. Trinidad and Tobago, we have Army Fet, and nobody know where the money does go. Who does get the money? You understand? And that is something that needs to be investigated forthwith and fifthwith. Guyana's proceedings full steam ahead because you have a leader in Guyana who, boy, the man brilliant. What we have here is... I'll be respectful, yes? Let's go, guys. Oh, let me take a break and we will come back and deal with this. Because this is one I want to deal with. WASA. Through the Freedom of Information Act, we obtain information. And I want to show all you how them nasty dog and them in WASA does lie. We'll be back right after this.
For the everyday lowest prices on all grocery items, trust Low Cost Supermarket for the widest variety of quality products at low prices. Freshly picked fruits and vegetables, healthy products for your well-being, high quality meat cuts, and a warm and friendly service. Low Cost Supermarket, Sun and Main Road, Cunupia.
No more games. You always break the table when you lose. Promise? 4110 Jigsaw. Watch it. Don't you dare. Ronix.
And welcome back, my friends. Of course, you're watching Breaking Barriers right here on IBN Channel 8. Yeah, this one, I can't show this on here, but watch. This is the one I was talking about. Where the woman, somebody dressed up as a woman, stand up peeing. And this is, I know what's the worst part about it. When was it, boy? Sunday evening. I going down the highway. Now, you looking at me here, this is the direction a man stand up and peeing. Facing the traffic, he stand up peeing. This is what I tell you. We have a set of mentally sick, nasty people in this country, you know, boy. Imagine that all the children, all the women going down the road have to watch this donkey stand up facing the traffic and being. They're so drunk. But what is interesting? All the big fights take place. Police was nowhere wrong with breathalyzer. Alright? No. You hear about anywhere with breathalyzer? How many people get charged for DUI? Apparently, all the breathalyzer machine, all of them the battery dead. Because I was shocked that I saw all these feds. And look right now, Maracas jam pack. Not one person going to get a breathalyzer. And by the way, this carnival had more accidents than any other carnival in history. Every corner you turn, some idiot in a drain somewhere. And by the way, the people in the drain, it may not be their fault. It could have been a dummy who pulled on their lane. Because we see people driving on the wrong side of the highway. A video posted, a man with a pickup going straight south. And he on the wrong side of the highway and flying to, you know. And that is the stupidity that we have to see in this country. Let me just welcome Mitsu Air Limited, agents for Mitsubishi Electric brand of air conditioned units. And remember, they are the #1 units in Japan. And you know, Japan have taste. When it comes to quality, Japan don't mess. Let's go again, guys. Oh yeah, look, the US travel advisory. Right. This is the US travel advisory that they put up. Right? They say, look, they have Trinbago travel advisory, orange. Let's move to the right of the screen, guys, so people who cannot see, I want to let us see big. 1, exercise normal precautions. 2, exercise increased caution. 3, reconsider travel. The U.S. Embassy on their website telling people to reconsider travel to Trinbago, but we have a Minister of National Security dressed up in the feathers and Telelane and Kakalane all over the road. And PNM supporters proud about that. They're proud. They're proud about that. But like I said before, you see this man? I tell you as it is, if I never walk to take our party out of power, boy, this election, I'm going to be on every chalk. I'm going to be in every corner. I'm going to be on them like white on rice. Believe me, this time is pressure. Yeah, let's run it, guys. You see that area? That is bamboo. Right? That is the bamboo. Right? Pause. Notice the man with the black car. Endless people has come there in the morning to make a little U-turn to go back out on the road to avoid traffic. And the police, they just be there now and then. And by the way, that accident there, you had to ask who wrong there. The person who wrong is the car with the black and watch. People, accident take place, you know, pull her back a little bit. And watch my partner, the donkey, they watch. Watch this one. Accident now happen. And watch that one making the same U-turn to go again. Trinidadians don't learn. Tell you capital stupid is a normal thing, you know, boy. Let's go again, guys. Moving like lightning now. Oh, good. Right. Request for access to official documents under the Freedom of Information Act. All right. To say as a legend that no WASA representative has offered any relief or solution to date is wholly untrue. This is WASA now telling my attorney that he lied. More particularly, the operations division has indicated your client was advised on numerous occasions, which is a lie. I attended a meeting once with the other chairman of WASA, and what the suggestion was, and I rejected it, and that was the only time that WASA said that they're looking for us to pay something. And it was not even concrete. Put back that letter. Because tonight, I want to show the lies of WASA. The operations division has indicated that your client was advised on numerous occasions that in order to obtain the upgraded supply requested by him, in keeping with the authorities' policy, a capital contribution is required. Pause right there. All those buildings all over Port of Spain, all those new buildings, how much did they pay for pipes? But that's what I'm saying. You see, WASA, with their nasty self, want me to pay, right, hundreds of thousands of dollars literally, because we know pipe ain't cheap, because somebody had to make some money, right? But WASA want me to pay. And by the way, at no time did we agree to that. So whoever is their attorney or their legal person, you're talking gobar. Right? You're talking gobar. Let's go again. Let's go. Second one. No. Down on the first page. Down on the first page. Down on the first page. Right. With respect to item 2, we have been informed by the authorities' operations division that on December the 19th, it conducted a water feasibility study, and it was determined that for the development to receive the pipe-borne supply of water by your client, it plans to extend the authorities' water main from the Diwali Nagar site along the Nassalo Ramai Road up to Baraka Grounds. How much did the Nagar pay for their water supply? WASA needs to let me know. And in fact, Mr. Jagisa, hold on. Hold on. That's not what you see me, boy. Time to disturb that young man, eh? La. Because here what happening? We're looking at religious discrimination here.
You have reached.
I'll beat this man, you know, boy. Right, anyway. No, I want to find out how much Nagar paid for their water connection. That is the next FYE. Let's go again. Right. In this regard, as previously advised, in keeping with the authority's policy, your client is required to make a capital contribution. Right? With respect to item 3, please see response to item 2 above. For the avoidance of doubt, here they say, Baraka Grounds is supplied with a steady supply of clean pipe-borne water. Muri, this is an attorney writing on behalf of WASA, lying. And I say that without apology, lying on behalf of the bloody authority. The pictures are sent earlier. Could you show me those pictures, please, guys? The pictures with you. We get a steady water supply, but a man have to tote water with a truck and full tanks. That is steady water supply. Earlier, bloody gotta have from WASA. That is a steady water supply. Now, earlier, had to be joking. Water bottle in the toilet when water run out. That is a steady supply. Water bottle to wash hand. That is a steady supply. Look at toilet in the background. Water bottle when we don't have water to make wudu. That is a steady supply. All over for customers to wash their hand. And that is bottled water we use. So what the hell was I talking about? And this is what I tell you. This is nothing but blasted discrimination. Nothing but damn discrimination. And here what happening. I'm going down the road. I didn't want to go tonight. But here what happening. Let me see the WhatsApp. The WhatsApp. This is from a senior WASA official. No, pull back the other one. Pull back whichever one first. Right. Now, we was on January just now. Right. Senior WASA official, I sent them the photo and I had a voice note where I tell them we don't have no water. The project has been approved and we are sourcing funding. They have prioritized this project. January the 26th. Senior WASA official. Let me go again. Good afternoon. We have had a very difficult Ramadan thus far, with us having to pay 6 times for private truck-borne water. I would appreciate an update on our supply. Funding will be approved this week, and the connection will be prioritized for next week. From a WASA official, going into 1 year now. So, what WASA talking about? What WASA talking about, Moody? What the hell is WASA talking about? Richard Jagisa, my lawyer, could you please do what is necessary and let us drag WASA's ass to court, please? Let us do what is necessary. Let us embarrass them because I've had enough. All the voice notes, all the images of all the chat that I have had with senior and junior WASA officials, everything going to come out now, including, I would include a chat with me discussing with a senior WASA official about a particular contractor who is now on board with the Water and Sewage Authority. Because here what happening, I have had enough. I have had enough time for me to wipe my hands clean, say Ada Burrs Koda Hafiz, and time for me to move forward. Because here what happening, this is how I display when all you want to play dotish. So time for me to unleash everything in all your tail now. I don't care who vex. I don't care who fall down flat. I don't care who get exposed because I had enough. Let's go again, guys. Now here they say, any written request by Inshan Ishmael to have water at Baraka Grounds. With respect to item 4, please see attached here to and label Appendix 2, the application for new services in business development dated the 22nd of May 2015. WASA confirmed that they have my application since 2015. Right? And it was for a 8x4, a 4-inch mean. Since 2015. all the proof here, you know. Minutes of any meeting wherein Inch and Ishmael attended and discussed the issue of lack of water at the Baraka grounds. With respect to item 5, while there was a meeting held on the 20th, now here they say, 22nd, and attended by Inch and Ishmael, no minutes of the said meeting was recorded. Imagine that. An official meeting with WASA, right? And at that meeting, it had a man, I ain't going to say who he is, the kind of skull man he is, right? I will leave that right there. In accordance, blah, blah, blah. And here what they put, in accordance with section of the Act, the authority hereby notifies you of your right to complain to the Ombudsman. Signed, Akisha Alexander, legal officer. What will you feel I should do it this way? Caliph, you tell me if that is fair. You see what is going on here. You see how much truckloads of water. This is official communication between Massa and myself and WASA lying through their blasted teeth. Time for them to see the wrath of Ishmael now, you know. I don't care who affected, you know. I don't care who friend and who partner affected, because here what's happening. This is my community. And you know, for me to say, you know, if it was another community, if it was the Archbishop, would they be treating the Archbishop like this? If it was the Mahasabha don't take the backside down to court. I don't go alone, and this is what I tell you, when you're fighting these battles, you gotta fight it alone, you know. You ain't gonna hear Asja writing a letter on our behalf. You ain't gonna hear Darulum, you ain't gonna hear TML. But the day all of them want help, all of them want something done, we're the first people there's approach. But we had to suffer alone. We had to fight this battle alone. So blasted unfair. We had to fight nasty now. I had to go down to the ground and bring men down to the ground now. This is where we reach. This is where it reach. Imagine an authority lying, blatantly lying, telling you that we have a constant supply of water. Let me tell you something. If we get water 3 times a week is plenty, how much time we just have to get water? And then you're going to lie and tell me we have a constant flow. Look, kind of thing I want to tell you. Let me go hold back here. Let's go to other slide, guys. You see this man here? This man is a strong Christian man. And he says that his Christian faith is a central part of his life. And he often shares his faith-based perspectives with friends online on his personal social media accounts. It was never a problem until the day after his Facebook post stating his biblical belief that God designed marriage between a man and a woman. Imagine this officer posts something on his personal page, and this is abroad. And they wanted to suspend him because the seniors in the police service saying that it could be offensive. Imagine that your religious belief is now offensive. I tell you, we live in a mad world, you know. And for the last 2 days, what I see in Trinidad and Tobago proves that we live in a mad world. Anyway, let's run through again, guys. 9:05 already. Now, what you're about to see here, we have plenty of this taking place in Trinidad, by the way. And when we look at contracts and contractors, many of the contractors who doing road works, they should be arrested and charged as well. Take a look at this video from Turkey.
The house collapsed after the second earthquake. We have been living like this ever since. The reason why earthing was not demolished was that the ground is solid. Ground site investigations were made and the mayors did not allow illegal structures. We have always used the maximum iron ratios in the columns, not minimum, and we don't allow the construction of illegal floors here. The contracting regulations need to be changed. Not everyone should be a contractor. The man who will be a contractor should have his architect, site manager, and engineer with him. People pay the price with their lives, so let those people see their punishment.
Our state should go after the contractors and engineers here. People didn't actually build us houses. They built this mansion.
Mart başı itibariyle 30.000 konutun inşasına hemen başlayabiliyor. Kademeli olarak birkaç ay içinde pay hatlarının uzağında inşa edeceğimiz tüm konutların yapımına geçilmiş olacak. Amacımız bir yıl içinde deprem bölgesinin tamamındaki konut ihtiyacını çözecek sayıda kaliteli ve güvenli yapının inşasını tamamlamak.
You see, that is even in the face of adversity, even in the face of hardship, even in the face of so much difficulty all around worldwide. And this is the type of leadership you look for. This is the type of leadership you look for. Not in Trinidad and Tobago, we have ministers. If this had occurred under them, the first thing them doing is booking a plane and they're gone. Or not only that, them giving the same contractors who caused the thing to damage in the first place, they're getting more work. The same people who put on the shoddy workers, the same people will be given more work. That's Trinidad. And nobody can tell me a lie. Anyway, let me just welcome Rita. Let's go to the other slides, guys. Look at this. Spanish Transport Secretary resigns after the new train's too big for the tunnel. Imagine that. Imagine that. They do trains, right? And the trains are now too big for the tunnels that they design. And the Spanish Transport Secretary resigns over that. In Trinidad, the contractor would have gotten a next contract to go and widen the tunnel. And by the way, they wouldn't widen the same one, eh? They will go somewhere and widen a new one now. So money start from scratch. I really don't know. Nah? Let's go again, guys. Oh yeah, our Ramadan flea market takes place from the 17th to the 19th of March. Book your tents now, please. Right? No. Those are the prices there. We are giving you some piper prices this year. Remember, you still need to book the tables and the chairs and the sidewalls separately. For those of you who have booked, make sure and confirm and make sure that they have you on the list. And let's see, 17th to the 19th, yeah, that's the weekend before Ramadan, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So looking forward to seeing you there. All right, so let's go again, guys. Oh yeah, get ready. We're launching it. And if you want to be part of this, right, Brilliant on the go, and one is that we are also expanding our Chaguanas branch. If you are interested in a job, WhatsApp me 6844762. That's 6844762. And we will be opening up space at Brilliant for 1 or 2 additional tenants. So if you are a food joint, a halal food joint, you don't have to be certified, because like I said before, certification is one of the biggest scams in this country. I've never stood for it. And if you go to a food place and they do not have a halal certificate but is Muslim and you're still questioning them if their food halal, they should pull out a bill and hit you on your head for your dotishness. Right? So if you are interested, let me know, right? Because I am trying to see what we could do to make a spot available in a few weeks or a month or so. All right, so let's open up our phone lines. Let's open our phone lines and hear what y'all have to say on the issues that we discussed tonight, or on all the other topics that you want to get in. Remember, when you call in, turn down the volume on your television, please. And remember to stay away from getting me in trouble, because I always get in all kind of trouble, and you know how it is, right? Just to advise you that the matter... Oh, let's go straight to our lines. Hello?
Inshallah, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
There are about 40 or 50 things I want to talk all the way back. Down the list, if you allow me, to talk about three things.
Sure.
You know, they have a saying, if you give a man an inch, he'll take a yard.
Yep.
But when you give this Trinidadian woman an inch, they take a mile. It's so disgusting to see the behavior in public, boy. And I don't know if they look at itself at all afterwards. I don't know. Anyhow, I have a question for you. How many parts business in bamboo has been, owners have been charged or ever convicted for selling stolen parts? Any at all?
0.
So why does people in different forums keep speaking about stolen parts in the bamboo without any evidence as such?
No, you have to understand that if you live in a crime-riddled community, and in your community is only bandit, foul thief, dog thief, everywhere you look is negativity. You always try to label other communities as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
feel everybody else is a thief.
everybody else,
Yeah,
everybody's
so
a thief. Guys.
You remember this cocaine thing in diplomatic pouches, boy?
Yes.
Whatever become of that?
Nothing.
That is the natural death.
That's correct.
All right, I'm going to use some adjectives here now, and I want you to tell me, let me see if you could figure out who I'm speaking about. Aggressive, hasty, vindictive, arrogant, spiteful. Make a guess.
That sounded like a man from Tobago. Hello?
Hello?
That sounded like a man from Tobago.
Hello?
Hello? Okay, I think we lost the caller there. But what is that? That sounded like a man from Tobago. Yeah. I think Patrick Manning was the one who made those statements. And I see malice. I see arrogance. I see animosity. And when he does not get his way, he's like a raging bull. Let's go again, guys. Hello? Hello? Like the cut we line now? All right, let's try back line 2. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
What's your brother? Good night.
Good night.
How are you going, brother? The brother that's called here, he said when you give a woman an inch, you just take a yard, but you ain't supposed to, I don't see the point he's making. Because what I watched that show yesterday, because I stay home from these things. Because I used to practice little Islam. I know priests, but you know what I mean, I have some discipline. But what's the man, and he said about an inch, and so I just want to know if these men and them, you notice, I saw them men and them, you know, they will come and hug up them woman, but when they get dark, and they husband or the man, they can't take, but the woman comes, but what is happening in this country? It's the worst I ever see, Ishmael. It's worse. And it's a ministers like that, you know, I won't call his name. He said if I let us get like a put a call name, it's a one like that. You really like that. You really like that. So, you know, inshallah, it's the worst I ever see, boy.
Correct.
It's the worst, because it's not true. It's not true. You think more about me? It's not true, Ishmael. It's not true, and let me see them watching TV. And sometimes they bring on these clips and then bam! This one they call Montano. He easy. He eating the bloody devil need to run a road match. Using women and entertainers.
No, but the thing is that, we can't, okay, hold on. All right, we can't go down that road and label people like that. At the end of the day, we could disagree and say, that, we despise the action of people, but when we start to label certain things, we have to be very careful. And for me, I've said it before, and I'll say it very clearly, that I am concerned about the men in this country who feel comfortable with their wives exposing everything and every other man looking at her, and they feeling comfortable. Something had to be wrong with her mentally for you to feel comfortable with that. That is a special type of sickness. Let's go to our lines again. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yes, hello, good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good show. I would like for you to show the clip where Anna Roberts is drunk around by the Queen Park Savannah.
No, here what happened. I got that clip, but the problem with that is that right behind him, there's a woman in her underwear. And if you look at the clip, you will see right behind him, there's a woman in her underwear. I can't call it a bikini because a bikini is an underwear.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so as a sign of respect, because I don't show them thing on the station. Right?
No
So
problem.
I saw it myself and I was aghast. The man was totally out of it.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. That don't look good at all.
Yeah. All right then, my friend. All the best. Take care. I wish I could have shown it. But let's go again. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, John, good night.
Good night.
John, I want to touch on two things real quick. But
Go ahead.
first of all, right, I was looking at all the expenditure earning for Carnival, right? And all that money they spend in Sean is still boss. Let me be real. That Carnival boss, they may make not know that they lost and taxpayers' money they waste in a year. Right? My second point, you're talking about WASA, right? Yeah, the problem that citizens have in this country, we pay in our WASA bill, and then we have to do the same thing like you and go and buy truck-borne water for we house. Right through, we have to buy truck-borne water. Is this, could we take that bill, when we take on that truck, and go buy WASA and get a rebate from that? Could we go and get a refund from WASA? Because we supposed to be getting a proper supply of water, and every week we have to be buying truck-borne water in Chan. That ain't making no sense to we. So what's the point they have WASA? Why they don't privatize the thing and let everybody get blasted water and done? Because on that Marvin Gonzalez, this thing you're working out, you know, he's carrying the company backward, I see, you know. And when you do get water in Chan, it's a little bit of time you get the water coming like Morby. So what's the point of giving people the water? I had to be going and buying bottled water in Chan to be drinking. You understand what I'm saying? No, I want to ask a question here tonight. I want to know if it has any kind of racket running with the water companies in this country and WASA. Because if WASA starving people for water, they have no choice but to buy bottled water to drink. Because I'm telling you, if I get clean pipe-borne water, I'm not drinking bottled water. And I don't get it, so I have no choice but to buy bottled water and truck-borne water. So you tell me, is that making any sense to you?
Well, caller, what we are doing is that we are doing FOIA through Mr. Jagisa to find out the contractors for WASA, who are the big contractors for WASA, the work done. And what we're going to do is that we are starting to go to every site where road repairs and thing was done, and we're going to highlight everything now. Because one is, I can tell you, right now, no holes barred. I'm sorry, but everything going on bus open now. Every single thing. I've had enough. WASA, imagine, thank you very much, caller. Imagine you telling me that I have to pay for pipe for a connection that I will have to, I ain't any water free. Imagine I have to go and pay for a connection. Something that WASA supposed to provide. Like, all you can't be that stupid. And then it have people in Trinidad who using water all over and they're paying $1 because they vote in PNM. This is what I tell you, good people I know. Good, decent people. And it's like they're sleeping with the devil now and supporting PNM, boy. I don't understand this for the life of me. Good men with good children, good wife. And as soon as they put their finger and vote PNM, it's like all of a sudden blasted horn start to grow. Let's go again. Hello?
Yeah, Ishmael, good night.
Good night.
Here now, boy. I played Master Legacy yesterday up in the Savannah. And after 2 years not having no carnival, it was the worst carnival that we ever had in Trinidad and Tobago. The government have to take blame because NCC is a part of the government. There's the government who is pick the chairman and the vice chairman and everything, and the government has to take blame. It was the worst, boy. Me a line, boy. I just play mass every single year. And I just play with Legacy. Whatever Legacy and Big Mike and them had died them business. I not getting in that. But the carnival itself was the poorest and the worst, boy. Anything this government touched just melted away from Trinidad and Tobago, and you realize that.
Yeah, but
they have no vision, boy. None,
no.
boy.
But again, through the FOIA, Freedom of Information Act, We are asking for a breakdown for the $147 million. We're going to see.
You know they go hide everything. You know them know how to hide and them know how to
No.
change on everything.
Through the FOIA, we are going to ask for a complete and comprehensive breakdown. And when we show all of that breakdown, all your eye go open big so.
Monday I gone up in the savannah. It did not stand half of the north side block off, you know.
Because they realized they couldn't full half.
Well, better the open it and everybody come in free. The money is weird.
Boy, I really don't know. It have nothing, like you said, it have nothing that they can destroy. Thank you very much, Kola. Thank you so much. Let's go again. You know, and somebody was saying, you know, Nicki Minaj has done a lot for Trinidad and Tobago. She posted up on her Instagram page about Trinidad and the Carnival and all that. And I have no problems with that. Trinidad is getting mileage through that. And I thank her for promoting Trinidad and Tobago. But what you need to do, Nikki, is also state the facts when it comes to Trinidad, that we have uncontrolled crime, the blood of citizens fertilizing the soil. And what happens is that here the problem we face in our Moody. Because we have a female commissioner of police, many officers do not want to take instructions from her. And they do not have respect for her. So that is another hill they have to climb. Let's go again, guys. We'll take 2 final calls. Hello.
Hey, Sean, good night.
Good night.
One thing, I don't know the police record them just walk so fast, right? They just real walk. I don't know how them just walk so like that. Like
yeah,
walk,
they're good.
And the next thing, the way them police hold on that small man and beating he, they're holding big bandit like that, you know, if you call them, they are no car, they are no this, they are no that standing there. If I bandit in your house. But you see how they hold on that fella, I know if you see the clip of the hold on a young boy in the Carnival there.
Well, interestingly,
but they are only big fish on them like that.
When I received that video, I immediately sent it to the commissioner, to the new commissioner we have there. And she responded, and she said that is totally unacceptable. What happened is that, and within hours, she had the police PR team acknowledging the video and stating that it would be investigated. So let us see this call some more on suspension. I'm sure you will agree.
Yeah. They realize that was Floyd, they put the knee down on the man, and I mean, you see, you know, going on there. If that was America, they don't lost the work already.
Correct. All right, thank you very much, Kola. Oh, by the way, the work that we are doing in Debe, we need 12 more sheets of galvanized. So for those of you who are outside, I would like to thank our friends at Mohammed's Electrical. They contacted us and they will be supplying all the electrical material. And of course, I would like to thank my good friend Shiraz and his team for the work that they will be doing there. Donnie, my roofman, has volunteered to do the roof. Thank you so much, Donnie, the labor. Thank you so much, my friend. Greatly appreciated. So for those of you who are outside there, we need at least about 12 sheets of galvanized again so that we could complete that portion. So all of the hold back, eh? Let's go again. Hello. Okay. All right, good. We lost our call. All right. So 2 things. 1, our Ramadan Expo is taking place. Make sure and book your booth so that you do not lose out. Plenty of people has come for the last expo that we had. Literally dozens of people could not get in because we had already booked tents. And because the 10 people could not get tents because of the period it was, we had no choice but to refuse. So persons who are booking booths, do it now, please. That's number 1. Number 2, the hospital project is still moving at pace. Right now, the elevator shafts are being built. Remember, you can be part of this project. You could WhatsApp me, 6844-762, and you could sponsor a block, sponsor a room, sponsor whatever. Because this is something, let me tell you something. This project is not no tiny project. It's a huge project. And it calls for all of us to come on board if we want to change the way medical care is done in this country. All right? So we're looking forward to your continued support. Thirdly, I've always said that if you have a company and the Muslim community is one of those communities that support you, well, one of the ways that you could show appreciation is during the Ramadan period. We have the majority of viewers during Ramadan. This TV station, women, there's another TV station where women can't even go on. This is the station that women have a voice, where we allow women to speak and say what they have to say and expose them, in terms of their voices. And we are proud of that, and that is something that we've been continuing for years. And then not only that, right, we are not affiliated with any organization. We are totally independent. And of course, this is our 16th year in operation. Imagine that, it's 16 years. The day IBN came on air, we had an earthquake. On that side, we had that. It was unbelievable. Anyway, time for me to wrap it up, and thank you so much for being a part of this. Remember, for those of you who are interested, two things. One, we are negotiating a space in South for Brilliant, not too far from Superior Street. That's number one. Number two, Brilliant on the Go. That is something that will be launching in April after Ramadan. Number three, right, for those of you who are interested in vacancies, etc., WhatsApp me, 684-4762 for assistant cooks, grill men, cashiers, etc. Send it to me, please, and we'll organize. All right? So, folks, this is where I have to end it off and tell you thank you so much for viewing. God bless you. Be safe, and I'll catch you for Breaking Barriers. And, of course, I'll see you at Brilliant and Baraka Grounds this weekend. Assalamu alaikum and good evening.
I know